what even is this franchise anymore? The first few times in these movies being camp was fun, but at this point, they're not even trying. Like, it has its fun moments. I will acknowledge there is a lot of fun in this movie, but there is such a thing as too much. This throws everything but the kitchen sink into this, and I'm surprised I don't mean that literally. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a kitchen sink in this movie at one point. But let's be honest, at this point, nobody is watching these movies for the plot. That ship sailed like 4 movies ago. They threw logic out the window 4 movies ago, but that doesn't excuse that the plot is convoluted, it's all over the place, and it's overstuffed. The plot lines with all the backstory, they're just kind of boring. The film is overly long. There's not a reason for this movie to be almost 2.5 hours. Come on. And the stunts in this movie, at times, they're too over the top, even for this franchise. And at this point, it's become a parody of itself. Like, one of the first scenes in this movie is a car Tarzan swinging. I'm not kidding. And then, of course, there's the meme of eventually they're going to go to space. Well, I kid you not, ladies and gentlemen, that actually happens in this movie. They finally did it. They finally went to space. Yeah. There's also, like, all this meta humor in it about how, why do we never get hurt doing all these crazy stunts? And they know the movie's lazy. And they think if they call it out in the movie, that acknowledges the lazy writing. And that's not fun. Like, at that point, you're just like, part of the idea is you gotta suspend your disbelief really hard, but if they're pointing out that it's lazy, at that point, it just kind of stops being funny. You go, okay, so you know what you're doing is bad. It was being so bad it's good to, we're not trying anymore. We're just saying yes to everything that gets said in the writer's room at this point. If nobody is in any danger, the film has no stakes. The plot basically doesn't have anything that matters or connects, and it's just one plot contrivance after another. And it feels like they were making it up as they go along without any plan. I don't even think there was a script for this, and none of it makes sense. It's fun, but I can't excuse this franchise anymore, people. At this point, it's too much. It's just too silly. So I'm being generous with this movie. I'm giving it a C, a 7 out of 10, and a 2.5 out of 5 stars. That's me being generous. The only reason it is not worse than the original or Tokyo Drift is because the original is very dated, and Tokyo Drift has like almost no connection apart from the sequels later on, but that is very much its own thing. But this is not a good movie. This is the first Fast Furious where I went, I didn't like that one very much. Even some of the dumber ones, I'm like, I had fun with them, but I know this is a very mixed film for me. It's overly long, and just at this point, what are we even doing?